What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We just got back from the cinema and we watched Super Mario Galaxy, I believe it's called, and I have some thoughts. Okay, guys, so the movie was good. I personally don't think it was as good as the first one. I really enjoyed the first one better, but my kids went nuts for this movie. They really enjoyed it. The MVP obviously is Bowser. Bowser was hilarious. There was one point where I thought they were going to make him good, and I actually got worried because I think Bowser is just hilarious as a villain. But they did change him back, and he did continue being evil. I thought there would be a weird dynamic between him and his son, Bowser Jr., but it ended up being a really cool, like, father-son moment, even though father is evil. It's similar to, like, what's it called? Sonic. Dr. Eggman and his dad. It's similar to that, where they have that father-son bonding moment. Guys, I'm going to be all over the place, but please be aware it's going to be spoiler review. I will be talking about things that happen in the movie, so if you don't want to be spoiled, just click off the video and come back when you've watched the movie. So the movie I felt was very disjointed. The plot wasn't clear. We had like a couple of things going on at the same time. Mario and Luigi were rescuing a turtle, which I thought the turtle would be important to the story, but it ended up not being important to the story. Because it was a turtle and Bowser Jr. was a turtle, I thought the turtle would be linked to them in some way and it would be important by the end of the movie, maybe like a big saving grace. It didn't happen. Bowser, when he escaped, we've seen it in the trailer, he was small and he was trying to like control his good side or pretended to be good versus his true nature. He eventually got Mario and Luigi to release him, and when they released him, I wanted that to be a moment where Bowser was like, I tricked you all along, because it was kind of obvious that's what they were going for. So I feel like they changed their mind in the middle of the movie, because Bowser should have come out of the cage and he should have been like, I'm out now and I'm gonna wreak havoc. But he started being good and started having some emotional moments, which I personally didn't like that side of the movie. I started to get put off when that started happening. But when he escaped, and also when he was small, Bowser was the scene stealer. He was really, really funny. The kids were laughing their head off. And then we had this other plot with Princess Rosalina. So she's living in her own world, like a castle world with like these stars, which were basically just merchandise. They made them so cute, like extremely cute. So there's no way you're not gonna have like a pillow of them or a picture of them on a cup or something. They're just pure gold. But she's the only human on that world, and she's got these stars around her that she's babysitting. And then she's got the memory of Princess Peaches when they got separated. And obviously Bowser Jr. goes there and captures her for some reason. We didn't know why, because we didn't remember that Bowser was trying to get the princesses to power his weapon. I forgot all about that, but that scene seemed a little disjointed because we didn't understand what Bowser Jr. was doing until later when we got the dump that he was trying to make his father proud. And then we had like this subplot with Peaches, where Peaches is trying to find her sister. She's not allowed to leave the kingdom, but then she sneaks out. The movie really did not feel cohesive. There were things going on that it was just like it didn't click with the previous scene or the previous scene. So we were lost a couple of times, especially me and my wife. The beginning, I have to say, was really, really slow. Like the kids got there really hyped, and for the first, I would say 30 minutes of the movie, they were very quiet. It was very, very slow. There was no laughing in the theater. My kids weren't laughing. But as soon as Bowser came on screen, which was literally about 30 minutes into the movie just lit up. It lit up from that point on. The movie felt like it was just like colorful scenes after colorful scenes after colorful scenes. We had our baby there as well, and she was like bright and just, you know, she was happy. Like the colors were popping and it was attracting her eyes, and she was, you know, just responding to everything. So the movie looks nice. It looks good. Mario, the designs, all of them, Peaches, Rosalina, Bowser, the movie looks good. The only criticism I would give, which is basically the cinema thing, is that when we got in, it was pretty dark. So it's not that, obviously we know the cinema itself is dark, but the screen was dark. Not only was it pretty dark, like an ambient type looking, but also the volume was pretty low. Guys, if you know why they're doing that, maybe it's a new thing or maybe it was an error, you know, the worker didn't put the right setting, let me know in the comments below, because I really was quite annoyed about that because me and my wife were struggling to hear some of the words that they were speaking, especially when the volume was really low. But the movie on its own, as an adult, I thought was meh. Right? It was okay. It's watchable, and it's one of those where you're just gonna get like colorful scene. Like the scenes are distracting, so they'll keep children on their toes. But as an adult, I wouldn't watch it again. I'll probably watch it one more time, but I wouldn't want to watch it again after that. It was okay, but I can see why it's gonna make a lot of money because, like I said, it's more or less really geared towards children, and the plot wasn't great. It was just a simple plot, but they didn't piece it together properly. At the end, obviously, we had Bowser teaming up with his son, which again, I enjoyed. I didn't want him to become good. And what did they do at the end? They made their own kingdom. They did this weird thing where Bowser was an absent father because obviously he's a supervillain, but the son still remembers the little tiny time that he had for him, and he dates his entire life, which is real life really, on those little moments. And one of those things was that Bowser was going to create his own planet with a doomsday weapon and all that good stuff. And then Bowser Jr. seems to do it. He did everything his father wanted, took his father there, and then the father started acting weird because he was trying to be good. But obviously he gave Bowser a speech about his evil ways, and then Bowser switched back to being evil. Obviously, at the end, they got defeated by Mario, Peaches, and Rosalina, because we found out later on, like in the last quarter, that they captured Rosalina to power the doomsday machine. That's when I was like, oh, okay, so that's why they took them. It wasn't just for being evil's sake. So that made sense. Peaches, Mario, Luigi, and the planet, Rosalina's planet, toys. And then obviously Peach's crew all went to Bowser Planet to save Rosalina. The fight scenes were really good. Peaches is kind of a girl boss, but it's not too much. It's not overbearing. Like obviously we know she trained Mario, but she was literally beating everyone. And I love the power-ups at the end with Mario and Luigi when they did quite a lot of callbacks to the games. You know, they did the classic game look, the retro game look. Obviously they did the obstacle courses multiple times, and the power-ups were really, really good. So I did enjoy the movie. I just thought it was inferior to the first one. The story was so disjointed that I wouldn't be excited to watch it again. I will probably watch it again with the kids at least one more time, and then I'll call it a day. The kids will probably watch it 100 times, as they always do. I personally think it will make $1 billion because it seems to be geared towards like my 7-8-year-old kid, right? My more older kids, they're just big fans of Bowser. So anything Bowser's in, and Jack Black, actually. Jack Black is really the star here. They're gonna go crazy for. He's got my kids in School of Rock, so every media that has Jack Black in it, they're gonna want to watch it. So they're riding the hardcore fandom feeling, like the nostalgia, all that stuff. I think this movie is great for little kids in general, and I think if that's what they did it for, they did well, because there's so many little kids that will want to go watch this movie. They don't have the attention span to pay attention to the plot, but they will respond to all the obstacle course, the explosion, the colorful, the pink, everything. Like there's so much color popping from this movie. So it would definitely make $1 billion because it's a family movie, right? Thank you guys for watching the video, guys. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to subscribe to the channel, help me to grow the channel. I appreciate you guys. Like the video, and of course, share the video so that others can see it. I'll see you guys in my next review.